almost done with Monarch's tale. Just 2 more hurdles and all that they entail. But for today, what we will accomplish, finishing the last chapter to obtain a wish. Once again, as does before, this chapter does not contain themes that could rattle your core. For in Act 3, Vain Empty Ego, it's to a full-on brawl we go. So steel yourselves, we're almost done. We just now need the unfair and unjust world be shunned. What's up, girls and boys? What's up, internet? We're now in the penultimate episode of our spoiler-free walkthrough and guide for Nippon Ichi Software America and FuRYu's JRPG, Monark. Now, this chapter is basically just one long cutscene and a somewhat long fight, depending on how you go about it. Since, as we have left off in the previous chapter, The Gate, everyone decided to go back to the academy to prepare. So, if you have done just that and are ready to progress, then all you would have to do is simply call the same number you have called before to get back to the gate. Note that that number itself won't be registered on your call log, so you would actually have to manually input it once more. Again, the number is whatever the symbols atop your phone are. The moment you hit the call button, you will be whisked back to the gate and a long cutscene will trigger that will reveal quite a few more things. To be honest, the revelations that came in this chapter wasn't as jaw-dropping as those that were revealed in the previous one. I actually figured this was the route they were going to take the moment a god was thrown into the equation, and there was one last thing that needed revealing. But anyways, I'm not going to spoil what this is about, especially for those of you who would want to play through this game's story themselves, so let's continue on. Once the revelation and the cutscene is concluded, you will find yourself in a battle that faces you off against the very same god that supposedly could grant our character's wish, along with all the 7 other monarchs you have defeated in the past. Apart from the big baddie, the first 3 phantom monarchs that will join in this fight against you and your group will be Invidia, Avaricia, and Superbia. Once you defeat one of them, another one will spawn from the 2 summoning gates present in the map. The first to spawn after the initial 3 will be Acedia, then Ira, Gula, and Luxuria. All of them are level 78 enemies, and their attacks and authorities are the same as when you first fought them. Meanwhile, the god will be at level 80 and he will be an intimidating force to be reckoned with. He can do 2 attacks per turn and his attacks also can cover a wide area. Not to mention the fact that he can also summon one of your allies to his side from afar and beat the crap out of them. The basic tactic that you can use in this battle is to stay as far away from the god while picking the phantom monarchs one by one. Remember that some of them can heal the others if you take too long to fight. Try to keep to the bottom of the map as you go about defeating them, as well as to not to prematurely engage in a battle with the god itself. Even when you're facing the god, be sure to keep your MC at a distance as well, since his defeat would mean a game over and you would have to restart the battle from the very beginning, which can be quite a pain. If your units end up amassing high MAD levels, remember to awaken your MC and use party resonance in order to lower their MAD gauges. If you have maximized the levels of all your party members, then this battle shouldn't be too hard. Don't forget to use your items when you need to as well, but make sure to save some of the rarer and stronger varieties of them for a much more difficult boss battle than this one, which we will be tackling in the next video. Once the battle is won, another cutscene will occur, culminating in the god asking you for the wish you want granted. At this point, you will be given 3 choices, and the final 2 of them will not matter. Apart from the god telling you that they can actually grant that wish, you will not actually be allowed to wish for those 2 other things on the list. You can pick them if you want to see what the god has to say about it, but ultimately, you need to select the first choice on that list. This will trigger an updated cutscene from the ones we always get at the end of the character routes from Act 2, followed by the credits roll. Stick to the end and the game will ask for you to save your data. Do so. You will need it because we are not done yet. The post-game content awaits us, which is something we'll be tackling in a separate video because there's so much to say about it. Anyways, that's all the time we have for today. Just one more chapter and we can safely say we have thoroughly completed Monark. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be our final Monark video. Until then, you guys know the drill. Dream on, fly on. Bye bye for now. Keep safe, everyone.